Today, we're going to be putting a butterfly brace on the Miata.
So to start off the install, I unbolted both seats, the four 14mm bolts, and then the seat belt has a 16mm bolt. Then you can take the door sill piece off. There's 4 Phillips head screws, and then the carpet pulls up. I have a brake rotor holding this carpet up, so when I drill holes, I don't drill through the carpet. The other side rolled really nice, so I'm not going to have anything holding that side up. Then you're going to want to get the car up in the air. As you can see, I have jack stands and jacks and wood blocks and all sorts of stuff. Just throw as much stuff under the car until you feel safe that it won't fall on you. As you can see, this frame rail is kind of wrecked right there, but I think putting on the new brace with a hammer should take care of that, no problem. So you want to make sure that this cutout is in the front and the inside of the car. And then when this is pressed all the way on, that this is as far forward as it can go and still touching the flat part of the floor. I wouldn't put these bolts in right away on the inside of the frame rail because the butterfly part of the brace bolts in with these same bolt holes. I also threw a bit of hose over the drill bit, so that way I can only drill in so far. The carpet is held out of the way, but better to be safe than sorry. If I drill too far and catch the carpet, it'll rip it up and it'll look bad. Yep, that was loud. Alright, once your camera stops saying SD error, you can go ahead and drop some bolts in the holes that you drilled and tighten them up a little bit. I left the other side empty because the wing part of the butterfly brace is going to go in there still, but I snugged these up on the outside so that way the frame rail doesn't fall off. So once you get this side in, just make these bolts tight enough to hold this up for now. Might need to move a little bit to meet up with the middle piece, but then you can start the same process on the other side. On the driver's side, you're going to notice that you need to remove this bracket that's holding all the lines in place, and there's another one towards the front of the car. Right there. These are 10mm bolts. Alright, so this frame rail is in. And to get it in, I had to put the frame rail in up and down so it would get underneath or above all these lines, and then tipped it 90 degrees, pounded it onto the existing frame rail. And when I drill these holes, since they are all blocked by lines, I'll probably take a block of wood to space them apart and then drill the hole so I don't accidentally drill or rub through one of these lines. That would not be good. So I don't actually have any blocks of wood because I used them all underneath the car and on the jacks and the stands and everything. Just gonna use the backside of a chisel, and then I can drill this hole, slide the chisel down to here, drill that hole, and work my way to the front of the car. So once you get this side mounted, and then the inside, you want to put the bolts on, or the nuts on loose. Make sure you put the butterfly piece on, and leave that loose, and then leave the opposite side loose as well. Then take your middle brace, push it into place, and start all 4 screws. Then come back to your frame rails, tighten the inside row on both of them, and then tighten all 4 of these as high as you can get it without hitting the exhaust. I put a wrench in between there as my spacer, and I think that works pretty good. It does look like it hangs pretty low here, but from the side of the car, it's not really any lower than the frame rails, and my car's not that low, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Once you have everything tightened up, you can go ahead and put your carpet back down. You can put the little door sill thing in with these 4 screws, your seatbelt, and put the seats in. If you got any comments, suggestions, critiques, anything, post them in the comments below. Maybe I missed something, maybe I did something a really dumb way. Let me know.